Welcome everybody to Sin City Living. My name is Jason and I'll be bringing you today's episode. As always, please hit those like and subscribe buttons. We have a ton of content for you guys coming out every single week, every single day generally. Occasionally miss a day like I did during the rodeo that is still ongoing right now. And I hope all of our patrons out there are appreciating the patron-only exclusive videos we're putting out with the dice class, putting one out every couple of weeks. And if you're curious about that, go ahead and check the description down below. Once I get this whole live stream thing figured out, I'm probably going to do a live stream on the patron site as well. One on the regular site, one on the patron site. I do have the new computer for it. Theoretically, I have everything ready. I'm just so busy currently with this rodeo. And one of our fans asked a question a little while back about ways to tip us, to show appreciation to us without having to sign up as one of our patrons. And at the time we did not have any way of doing it, but I have managed now to get us signed up with a site called Buy Me a Coffee. As I'm sure some of you guys have noticed from some of our videos, Louie and I are both pretty heavy coffee drinkers. So if you're curious about that as well, go ahead and check down below in the description as well. We would definitely appreciate any cups of coffee you're willing to pick up for us. And don't forget to email us with any strategies, questions, suggestions, anything at all. We love shooting those videos for you guys. I actually haven't gotten a new email in about 2 weeks. And also, don't forget, anybody that may be interested in one of the small Sin City Living neons that we have, just email us that as well, sincitylivingLV@gmail.com. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and get into today's episode.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Louie here, and somebody had a couple questions about press moves and whatnot. Specifically, one on the 6 and 8, 18 each.
They were saying the dealers were really struggling with it.
Right. They're saying some of the dealers are struggling with it. They throw in $3. I don't like those colors. Now you keep those to yourself. Throw in the dollars. Too good for it. They throw in $3. Now, this is a common one. It's muscle memory. We don't really think about it. Is there a press move for it? Yeah. Do we do it? Not really. No. But the way I would do it, I would cut out the $50, collect those $3, grab, boom, and we're done. That's it. Lock up the rest or set it aside, and you're done.
And honestly, I don't know if you guys can hear me or not, but honestly, what I see a lot is, and really how I would probably end up doing it, let's say someone threw in $5. Right? Someone throws in $5.
I give them the 2 off the top,
I'm
yeah.
gonna give them 2 off the top.
Right.
I'm just going to go.
Right.
That's it.
That's it.
I mean, there really is no move.
No.
We could cut out 51 for 30, but
Right.
the box is going to look at you like you've lost your damn mind.
I mean, you see the way I did it. You see the way Jason did it. It's smooth. It's efficient. Now, we can do that move. 51. Throw in the $3. 51 for 30, right? But even then, I'm still going to go back to my move. But it's weird, right? And talking about other press moves. Just to add to what Jason's saying, how some dealers struggle. I want to add to that. In terms of bigger checks too, dealers will struggle. So let's say, let me think of one. Ooh, I got it. 120 on the 8, right? And 12 on the 8. What does 12 pay? 12 pays $14, right? They want to press up one unit. One unit for them is, of course, $6. So we're going to give them $8 change, right? Set it up. Looks like $18. Well, if this person, their units have been 60, the press move is not going to be the same, right? Because if you cut out 140 and they say take them to 180, you can't.
Actually, just right here.
You need more green, right? You need at least 3 greens. But think of it the same way. $8 change, they're going to get 80 change. So you can do it one of 2 ways. You can cut out your $80 and ship it and set it up that way. You can do it that way, or you can cut out what you need. You can do it this way and set up your cut it all out in the cum. Set up your 180. Now that's not the way I would do it. 150 for 10. That is the way I would do it. I would cut out 150 for 10. I have this, $80 change. You're done. And what is the cap? $30 is the cap. Now you wouldn't set it up that way. I would just set it up like this. I mean, you can. 30 is the cap, so you could set up a $30 cap, but it just looks awkward. I mean, look at that. Like, you can't even see the black underneath this. Boom, you're done. So that's another way to do these press moves. Think of them the same. As long as you know the change for the smaller denominations, you're going to know the change for the higher denominations. Okay? Don't overthink it. Jason had one 42 to 90. That's what it was.
This was so easy.
$42, right? What's a common press move that you see? 50 for one, going to 60, $30 change. If they want to go to 90, how much more do they need? $30. Oh, hey, look what I have here, $30. So now, oh, too much. There we go. So what do? 50 for one, going to 90, dollar change, right? You're done. Get a basic understanding of what you have. And I still practice all the time at home. I practice on my kitchen table. I don't deal with these denominations anymore. I haven't dealt anything below a quarter in quite a while. So I get not necessarily flustered, but when Jason and I were talking a few minutes ago, he talking about the 18 each on the 16. I think I said drop me $4 or something like that. He goes, it's 3, and I go, oh yeah, it is. It didn't click with me because I haven't dealt that in a while. Now that's why it's also good for me to keep practicing these moves. So you guys should practice these moves, get a basic understanding of what you have. Okay, so I'm gonna go right here. 6 and 8. Right? 6 pays how much? 6 pays $7. Change. 1 to $12. Here, I'll do 60 just to be. 6 pays how much? 7. 60 pays 70. Going to 120. 10 changes. Add a 0 behind it. And you're done. Okay? Think of it that way. Here in Las Vegas, every casino has different maximums. Some places their max is 100, some places there is 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, and then some people have special limits. Funny thing was, I was actually on a game with a guy that had no limit. Haven't heard of that in a while, but it wasn't on craps. But that's another reason why it's good to practice these press moves, practice the payouts. What's another one? So I'm trying to think of something right off the top of my head. 150. 150 pays 175. They want to go to 300. 25 is a change, right? 1 to 300. So let's say they have 1,500. How much does 1,500 pay? Pays 1,750. They want to go to 3,000. 250 is a change. You're done. Add a 0 behind it. Good lordy. I am trying to think of some more press moves. What's a good one? Ooh, this is one I haven't seen in a long time. 18 on the 6 or the 8, whichever, and they say take me to 30, and they throw you $1. I haven't seen this one in a long time. I love this one. Cut out your green. 10 change. You're done. That's one I have not seen in a long time. That's a good one.
That's one where the player has to really know the payouts.
Right. Otherwise, you do the 21 for 5, 9 change going to 30. Right? But if they throw you that $1, they want that $10 change. Ooh, maybe I'll try something here. 180, right? Pays. 210. No, it wouldn't work on that one. They're gonna throw you $10. 10 for what? I mean, yeah. Let's see. I guess they get 100 change. Otherwise, they get 90 change if they don't. Yeah, maybe if they want that black that desperately. So I guess if they do that, pays 210. If they throw you $10, you give them 100 change. Going to 300. That's a weird one. I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that one. Doesn't feel natural. But yeah, I thought of that one on the fly when
I saw.
and I was that 86 on the 5 or 9 pays 119. Oh yeah, 120. That pays 119. That pays 120. I cut out 125 for 5. Set them up with 125. That was a weird one. I thought of that one on the fly. But the math checks out. Huh. Common one. On the 6 and 8. If it's a 150, they want to go all the way up to 300. 200 for 25. Quarter change.
That also works at 125 on the 9.
Yes, it does. 125 on the 9. 200 for a quarter. Going to 300. Another weird one. Oh, not weird. That's a common one, I should say.
How about $600 6? Take it at 9.
Ooh. Yeah, you got to cut out what you need.
Just ran into this one the other day.
400 change.
The dealer did the same thing. They cut out but they actually got all the way up to come. They cut out the white 500.
Yeah.
And then went,
That's actually a common one that I see. Ooh, I had a really tough one that I was on a reserved game and I had 2 players on my side playing big money and 2 of them playing decent money, and then the other side was their grandkids playing the $10 action. So I had working stacks up to the $5,000 checks. And the dealer was just running me over, and I was trying to book the action because it's a reserve game, and they're a little bit older, so they need time to set the bets up in them. And the stick man ended up getting a little bit of a grilling because, hey, we're on a reserve game. What's your rush? We got a full game. I got big action. Somebody threw me an extra. They threw me 400. They said, give me an 8. I said, bet. The dice roll. Boom. What rolls? An 8. And for whatever reason, I could not think of what it paid. It pays 466. And for whatever reason, I just couldn't figure it out because the dice were already about to move. And I had another 3 people to pay. And one person was already here. This person was here. And this person was... No, not that one. Not there. 750. Was here. And I'm like thinking, okay, well, because they were pressing. One guy was pressing 150 every other. And then this person was just betting whatever. So I was like, oh, what does it pay? What does it pay? I looked over at the box and said, what does it pay? He goes, oh, no, it was like this. That's what it was. And then I knew what the 500 paid. That's just instinct. But that one got me. I looked over the box. What does 400 pay? 466. I cut out the 466, and then because I couldn't figure that one out, like before I could pay, he goes, he goes 583, and I'm like, I knew what that one paid. And then I kept on continuing, but sometimes you'll get people that they want to press, and they'll do things that you haven't seen. Yeah, press me $100 or do this. One guy was pressing 150 every roll, so he throws me $50. Says so. Set him up to 750, 600 change. Now what does 750 pay? Well, I wasn't clicking with me, so I cut out 875 because in the way I thought of it, 700 plus 175. He wants to go up another 150. What does it go up to? 900. You're done. Cut it all out in the cum. Oh, shoot. Cut it all out in the cum. So if you ever get stuck and don't know a press move, don't worry about it. As long as you cut it out in the cum, you're good to go. And don't be afraid to ask the boxman what it pays. That's their job. If they don't know what it pays, they're probably not a good boxman. Probably shouldn't be sitting box. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes a boxman will hit something odd too, and they have to really think about it. It happens
really
to
throw the box off when your responsibility is the other side of the table. So I'm watching like 8 bets on the other side of the table,
right,
and then I'll have the dealer go, "What does 810 pay?" What pay? And I'll turn around and look, and I'm like,
well, then the stick man should help out.
Now I actually have to stop and think about it.
Right.
Because my side of the table, I've already thought about it. Just like when I was dealing, I
Right.
always know what the oddest bet pays. But yeah, he turned around, and Louis will know. He was sitting box. He'd watch on one side of the table.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden they're like, "Hey, what does that
pay?
$922 nine pay?" Oh, what? Like,
Yeah.
how the hell did you end up with? Oh, Jesus, hold on.
Yeah, you get stuff like that all the time. I've been dealing, like I said, everything I've been dealing has been a quarter and up. Quarter, so 25, 50, 100, 200, 500, 1,000 to reserved. And it does not matter what they're playing. You're going to get some odd amount, whether it's a $5 game, a $3, you're going to get something weird. I remember one time I had a guy bet 8 on the 9. And what did I pay him? I paid him $10.
I was going to say that's everyone that.
And he goes, and he was making a big deal about it. The guy, I'm like, fuck, $10. He go, 7 plus 3 is $10. He goes, and then it took my stick man to be like, no, 3 pays 4. I'm like, oh fuck, that's right. The guy made a big deal about that dollar, but I mean, he knew what he was doing. He was stroking. I mean, 8 on the 9. Come on now. That's just me ranting about the press moves and whatnot. If you guys have any questions on specific press moves, whether it's $5 game, $3 game, to the high-end games, whatever, ask away, shoot us an email, leave a comment, and we'll figure it out. I'm Louie here from Sin City Living.
Thanks for the coffees, everybody.
Thank you for that coffee, baby.
Bye now.
Bye.
So, as I promised, I wanted to go over very briefly our upcoming attempts at a third test live stream. So what's happened so far? The first test live stream just flat didn't work. The problem that I had was was an equipment problem. I had an equipment problem in that the equipment that I was using to translate the camera into streamable video to the computer required a better USB port than the computer I was using at the time. So that one just flat failed because it would not translate into the computer. The computer would not pick it up, would not read it, so I wasn't able to live stream it. So then as I was looking through, because I'm a little bit of a tech head, as I was looking through all of my other stuff, because I do have 4 laptops here and 3 computers, I did find one that actually did have the newer style USB port. Unfortunately, it was actually my oldest laptop, but I figured, what the heck, let me give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? And this time around, when I fired everything up, the video was actually translating onto the computer, so things were looking better. But then when I attempted to live stream, the computer was not powerful enough to be able to translate it and then upload it sufficiently. So it basically just uploaded a blank screen for the live stream. So what I am going to have to do is, and I'm already looking into all of my options, I'm going to upgrade my computer so I can add, what, a 7th, 8th computer to my household. And I'm going to go much, much higher, and I'm going to get a computer that is far more than I need for this, far, far, far more powerful than I need for this. That way, any future upgrades that I may do, the computer will be able to handle it. So unfortunately, this computer is going to cost me about 25% more, about 25% of what I've already laid out in all the equipment for this channel. So it wasn't something I could just instantly buy. I'm probably looking at Black Friday or Cyber Monday. So hopefully I have it within the next couple of weeks, and then I'll do another test live stream and see if I can go from there. So I will definitely do at least one weekly live stream on our Patreon, because they're the ones that are really helping us get this computer. And the other equipment that I'm going to get, because I figure if I'm buying the computer, I might as well buy the most high-end capture cards and things along those lines, get everything as good as possible, and then hopefully eventually get a better microphone for you guys. So yeah, that's where we stand on the live stream. As soon as I have the computer and I do the test, which will be in a few weeks, like I said, got to order it in a week or two, then I have to wait for it to ship. Plus, we have probably the biggest event of the year coming up, the NFR National Finals Rodeo. So I'm basically working 2 weeks straight, as is my wife. So not going to have a whole lot of time. But once we get all that under control, then we'll figure out. There's been some schedule changes to myself, some schedule changes to my wife, and some upcoming schedule changes to my wife as well. So hopefully we can get all the scheduling figured out, so I know when I'll be able to live stream as well. My initial plan of Thursdays at 6 o'clock is already out the window. I'm at work at that point now. So we will get it all figured out, and we will let you guys know, I promise. And otherwise, I hope you guys have found this interesting, enlightening, illuminating, or at least just plain fun. And we will catch you guys next time. Bye now.